When I bang my clipboard on the dash like so, I'd like you to imagine someone stepped in front of the car and execute an emergency stop, retaining full control of the vehicle.
Okay.
Would you please pull away when it is safe to do so?
Quite so freely as is your wont, Mr. Gosling. You're usually such a wonderful dancer.
Unfortunately, Miss Cardew, I'm negotiating an obstruction in my breeches of the same tough, knotty, and veined aspect as a Portuguese sailor's arm. Hello, old man.
Pip, Pip.
I brought you some grapes and shit.
Whatever. I'm allergic to fruit. I've got this intolerance. Like with sweets as well, it affects my behaviour. I've got a note in everything.
So you all right, then? Because you like crashed your plane, isn't it? In field? And you like mashed up your plane and some cows and shit?
You know my legs?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many I've always had in that?
Like 2 legs or some shit like that?
Yeah, well, I've only got 1 leg now.
Random.
I know, you should have seen my face when I woke up.
Were you like, oh my God?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, no way. And the doctor's going, we had to take your leg off and all this. And I'm like really stressed out and cussing him bad.
You cussed him up?
Yeah, and he's all like, watch your language. And I'm like, you can't actually stop me cussing because I've got like a hyperactivity disorder.
You've got a note and everything.
And then he says he'll get me a false leg and stuff. And he was really kind and gentle and told me not to worry. Do you know what I said?
Are you gay?
Yeah. Are you bent, I said, and he's all, no way. And I'm like, are you a batty man or something?
He does sound well bent.
Anyway, so then he said I didn't deserve to be looked after and he was going to take my false leg and shove it up my arse.
Well, they do that, isn't it, benders?
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it, though?
Standard.
My name is Dr. Tia. I live in Botswana, saving lives. Do you? Medical genius? No. Miracle worker? Sometimes. Lunatic? Now we're getting close. This primitive and crude medical center is my kingdom. The people here call me Mamafat. How to explain in a way you'll understand. In the bush, they believe in a legend that tells of a white devil who will one day be their salvation and their redeemer. They flatter me by calling me their Mamafat.
I'm standing on the famous mahogany inlaid floor of the banqueting hall in the Château de Vincennes in order to view a truly extraordinary item. The only surviving panel of the Saint-Germain Tapestry, the finest emblem ever created in praise of that most original medieval notion, the ideal of courtly love. Just look at this glorious embodiment of chastity, lifting her mantle, raising her hand, turning her face towards us. Surrounded by the heraldic emblems of the court, lions, unicorns, and rampant bears, she is so beautiful and so rare that this must be the most exceptional item of antiquity in the whole of France. It is, of course, quite simply priceless. The tapestry was originally part of a triptych detailing many facets of courtly life. There were numerous smaller depictions of natura natura, that is, nature naturing, goats, donkeys, rabbits, sheep, even hedgehog.
I've definitely got the right skill set.
Well, yeah, it's just a question of whether you can adapt to the smaller company, I think.
Different ethos.
Yep.
Is that something you've considered?
It's one of my main reasons for moving. You know, I feel there's more opportunity to develop professionally within a smaller, more immediate framework.
Great, well, I think that's covered everything we wanted to at this stage.
Obviously, we'll be in touch when we have some news.
Great.
Was there anything you specifically wanted to ask us?
Yeah, how about a threesome? Are there any parking spaces? So, always park and ride, not that sort of ride.
I was a bit reluctant initially, but it's on BBC One now, so career-wise, it's a biggie. I'm sure there'll be one or two family skeletons. Not as many as Bill Oddie. Probably about the same as Stephen Fry.
Well, I've already done a bit of rummaging on my father's side. But what really intrigues me is my mother's side, especially my grandmother. And, yeah, I mean, literally all I know is that she grew up in Bermondsey. Yeah.
Right, OK, well, we have managed to track her down.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, she's here, look, this is the 1921 census.
Yeah.
And she's in here with her 4 sisters, your great-aunts. Here we go.
Oh, there they are.
Florence Agnes Davis of 14 Tadmarton Road, age 20, whore. Yes, prostitute, call girl.
No, I understand.
Well, Tadmarton Road was a notoriously poverty-stricken part of town at that time, so...
So many of the girls would have been driven by necessity to,
Yes, I think that's very likely, yeah.
Poor Florence. It just makes me so angry to think that, you know, that she'd find herself in such a terrible situation. You know, just totally trapped.
Well, she didn't stay trapped, no, because here we are. This is the census of 1931, so 10 years later, and we find she's no longer in Tadmarton Road. No, she's now in Radway Gardens, which is a much plusher part of town.
Right, I see.
And she's no longer classified as a whore. Here we are, Florence Agnes Davis, 7 Radway Gardens, now aged 30, brothel keeper. So she's sort of moved up into management, as it were. and what's also interesting is that all of her sisters are here. So your great aunts as well. Here we are. Edith Bertha, age 20, whore. Victoria Mary, age 19, whore. Eliza Jane, whore. And Susan Elizabeth, who's just 16, whore.
Actually, you know what, I think I'm more interested in my father's side.
Well, that's given me a lot to process, but I'm intrigued, much more intrigued, I think, by my father's parents. And I'm very excited now because we've actually managed to track down a gentleman who, as a boy, worked for my grandfather's bottle factory in Norwich.
So now, Harry, tell me, what kind of a factory owner was my grandfather Bertrand?
He was a very kind man, was Mr. Armstrong. He had twinkly eyes and a big laugh.
And how old were you when you started?
I went to work for his factory aged 13.
Good Lord, 13?
But I remember him well, oh yes. Every day, when the factory whistle sounded and we boys trooped out, he was always there, smiling at the factory gates with a bag of sweets.
Sweets?
Oh, yes. Would you like a sweet little boy, he used to say. And he'd offer you a ride in his big shiny car. Black it was, with blinds on the window. And he had these funny catchphrases, you know, cheerful things he was always saying, you know, like pip pip, and keep on smiling, and don't tell your parents. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
No, that's fine. Actually, I don't think this is, I think I might... What's that one with the celebrity ice skating?